This right here is Jolly Rodger, otherwise known as JR, Mr. Jolly, or Raj Madaj, but only for his closest friends. Bearded Dragon has been over here for quite a minute now. This is the last time I believe you guys saw him, and his enclosure is still set up as a temporary enclosure using paper towels, and all in all, it looks bad. Let's cut to the gist. This thing looks like trash. So today we are going to be transforming it from a crappy looking temporary enclosure into a Bearded Dragon paradise for a juvenile to sub-adult male until he grows up to get his final enclosure, which will be a Project Jungle build. Stick around while we transform this Bearded Dragon's enclosure and take a look at some other builds that I messed up on, and I need to redo those as well. Okay, you get it, you got me, I messed up some enclosures. Let's get into it. Oh, here we are, Jolly Rodger's enclosure. Now, the first thing you're gonna notice when you check this bad boy out is the fact that it looks kind of lame. Granted, it has everything a Bearded Dragon would need. It's got the UVB, the basking, all of that good stuff, but what it lacks is the finesse, the Project Jungle finesse. This thing is just some paper towels, some bricks, and a cork bark thrown in there. That's no fun for a Bearded Dragon to explore, which is why we are gonna take it to the next level. Things first, we gotta remove the lizard because he is a flighty little thing. He's gonna be banging off, and I'm not gonna be doing all that while he's in there, so he's actually going to be able to explore his dream build. Granted, it will have nothing in it, but he'll get to explore it. A little something for him to think like, wow, this one day will be all mine, but not today. I'm not food. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. He's gotta tire out eventually. Alrighty, now that we got this bad boy all cleaned out, it is time for step one, putting in the substrate. When it comes to the substrate, I have a very special thing that I'm going to be doing for this one, which is kind of the reason why I haven't redone this enclosure yet, is because I was waiting on perfecting this substrate. What exactly I'm using, I'm glad you asked. Real quick before we get on with today's video, I just want to talk real quick about the website. That's because after months of tinkering, testing, and reworking, I am finally happy to announce that we are rolling out 3 new substrates for DakotaBlueExotics.com. This one being the Basic Bioactive Kit 2.0. This is the one that we've reworked on and retested and added a couple things, took away a couple things. This new substrate mix is going to, number 1, drain better, which is going to be better for people worrying about any bacteria buildup or root rot containing in their plants. Also added a couple more ingredients to help the little bio life in there, you know, to clean up through your microbes, everything like that, flourish a little more, and the plants be able to root a little bit easier. Second substrate being our premium bio booster substrate. This one is going to have only the best quality ingredients I've been able to source, creating a mixture that is going to kickstart the biological life and plant growth within it. 2 things I really focused on for this substrate is going to be, number 1, a mixture that is going to stimulate your microfauna and plant growth very well, and then number 2 is going to have the longevity of the substrate. What I mean by this is all substrates break down eventually, right? However, with this substrate, as it breaks down, it's going to create a compost of sorts, which is going to create nutrient-rich ingredients that is only going to benefit the soil later on. Basically, as time goes on and on, the substrate is just going to get better and better. And lastly, the third substrate of the day is the one that we are going to be using for our Bearded Dragon. That is going to be the arid substrate mix. This one, I really focused on trying to create some burrows, and when the substrate is wet, it does hold burrows pretty well. I think as time goes on, there will be a 2.0 for this as I get some more ingredients to try to source out of pot. Basically create the burrows to be a little bit better and stronger. However, they do create burrows, and I think this would be an excellent substrate for all your arid animals, leopard geckos, bearded dragons, sand boas, so on and so forth. My shtick for today, of course, we are always releasing new plants and new stuff as we're propagating stuff over here. We have some amazing stuff coming very soon and some stuff already up there. If you want to check it out, go down to the link I have right down in the description, or you can visit DakotaBlueExotics.com. I think that's enough of that. Let's get into the video. Oh, good, you're back from the ad. Here's a mid-roll while we're at it. I'm just playing with you guys. Now that you guys know exactly what substrate is going on here, it is time to put it in. I'm very excited for this thing. I hope, what I'm really hoping for is he does do a burrow here, like within the first day or two. It'd be so cool to see him creating his own little dig hide. That would be absolutely fantastic. But of course, first, we gotta put the substrate in, so let's go ahead and do that. Huh. This is gonna take a while. Alrighty, now that we got the substrate in and it is looking absolutely fantastic, our next step is going to be the rest of the stuff. Of course, we'll need stuff to create another basking platform so we can bask on, and then just some fun decorations. Of course, while this is just a grout enclosure, eventually we'll outgrow this and we'll be going in the 4x2x2. I figure we'll do some little fun stuff that I have lying around that I just don't use anymore. Stuff like this T-Rex head would be kind of cool. You can climb on it, go into it, create a little burrow in it. It's just a bunch of like little fun stuff. This is gonna be a fun little enclosure, not like a super naturalistic one. I just wanted the naturalistic substrate basically for the burrowing thing. I'm really excited for that part. Let me go find some cork and some other stuff we can use, and let's see what I can throw together. Whoops-a-daisies, I guess I got a little too carried away and I built the whole thing instead of filming it, but here it is. I think this looks very nice, and something, a little bit of a little touching moment. This Mopani wood right here was actually Rex's, my first spirited dragon and the first reptile I've ever owned. As you guys know, he passed a little bit ago earlier this year into 2024, and I actually have not touched Rex's enclosure until right now. And I think this is a great first step, you know? What Rex had for so long and enjoyed climbing on, now Jolly Rodger gets to enjoy climbing on. I think it's a good little remembrance, and I think eventually with the final enclosure we'll be using some more stuff for Rex that Jolly Rodger can enjoy climbing and stuff like that. But for now, for this grout enclosure, I think this looks pretty nice and has every little mental stability, mentally enriching things, climbing, digging, everything like that for him to enjoy as he grows up until he gets that big boy beardy and we'll be getting this final build. But hey, it doesn't matter how much I like it, how much I say I like it. What really matters is what Jolly Rodger thinks about it. So why don't we get him out from over here and have him check out his new paradise. Alrighty folks, while we have had some great success in some of our bioactive tanks, like this morning gecko here, absolutely exploded with plant growth, really a flourishing tank. Some of them have been, well, a little bit of an oopsies and, well, overall failures that need to be redone. The biggest ones we're going to be taking a look at today is going to be the oddball baby tokay enclosure. And this one, I think the big issue with this bad boy right here is the lack of, with our bioactive soil 1.0, we used a little bit too much water retaining ingredients, which caused not enough drainage. And I think I overwatered a bit too much, which caused the decline of pretty much every plant in here. The purple passion's doing great, but the turtle vine's almost gone. My begonias absolutely hate this substrate. I haven't been able to successfully grow one begonia in it. They can't stand it. And I believe we had another plant in the back corner, but that one also is just nowhere to be found. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take most of this substrate out and I'm gonna mix some of our Bio Booster Pro in there, because the fauna that's still in this substrate is great. It's still good to go. And so if we mix it with a bunch of the Bio Booster, that's gonna have a lot better drainage in there because of how airy and boxy the soil is for that one. I think it'll create a nice mixture. We'll get some more plants in here and get this bad boy going once again. Hey, Buckaroo, I need you to come with me, young man. Oh, I know, I'm awful. I'm the worst, I know. Oddball baby going on. I'm hoping that the morph that oddball might be is recessive, and so once we pair this little dude back to oddball, once he is a ready to breed adult, oh my god, he's so feisty, why? Then he will be good to go. Woo! Oh no. Oh, he's got like a good chunk there. So if you ever get bit by a tokay gecko, the thing you can do is kind of like keep yourself hidden. And I can already feel him letting go. You don't want to pull when you feel him letting go, because he's just going to bite down even harder. And he's almost let go, and I'm twitched, and now he bit on again. Homie, it's time to let go. You are giving me mild discomfort right now. I need you to let go of the middle finger. Let's just, okay, wow. How are you this strong? Almost. Oh, just tear the finger, just tear the skin right off from the tokay's grasp. That's the metal way to do this. All right, we're giving you a new home. Why are you so pissed? Just nothing too bad. Yeah, the begonia's not there, and then here's the other plant. Big bummer. All right, let's get a mixture going and see if we can save this. Funny to be able, I can tell by just how the substrate looks what version of it was and like where I was in the process of tinkering. This one is just way too much dirt and there's not enough wood or any type of aeration ingredients in there to create the soil from, preventing the soil to like dense up like this. So it kind of, what happens is if there's too much dirt and water retention, it just kind of hardens into a block. It makes the roots very hard to like eke through. It makes the microfauna really hard to get through. I actually don't see any microfauna. We're gonna have to re-up it. Overall, it's just not a very good ingredient. This, however, will fix this. I think we'll just do a little mixture of it because, I mean, the dirt itself is still good. It just needs a little extra attention. And this will be our extra attention. Alrighty, as you can see here, the substrate is now a lot more chunkier, which is going to create some aeration pockets and overall let the root growth be a lot easier in this substrate. For new plants, we are going to be going with a friendship plant. I can't remember what this is called. I have the mother plant. I call it the pepperoni because it's the Latin is close to pepperoni. A spider plant, and then we will be rerooting this purple passion because it is still good. As I said before, we're just going to add a little bit more microfauna in here, kind of re-up the population. Springtails. Things should be good to go. Ready, hombre, you are ready to go back into your home. Boop. There you go. Oh, and you knocked down an air plant. Nice. Burt tanks, the 18 by 18 by 20. Burt's tank. The 18 by 18 by 24, kind of the same things happening. Some of these have been doing great, like the polka dot and nerve plant. We lost some begonias, and overall, I just feel like there needs to be more plants in here. So same thing, we're gonna create a chunkier substrate, make it a little bit of a better mixture, and then we'll be planting some stuff and some new stuff in here. So let's do that, going from an enclosure that looks like this to, wow, look at it now. More plants, looks better. Awesome. Oh, there you are, buddy. They're black gloves, just like your black beard. All right, here we go, boys and girls. JR, Mr. Raj Madaj Mahal Daraj Jr., checking out his new home. All right, buddy, here we go. No, so much new stuff. Sir, it's customary to be on the outside of this so we can get B-roll for the viewers. If you don't mind coming over.